It's been 100 years since there was an apparent outbreak of peace during World War I on Christmas Day in 1914. British and German troops laid down their arms to play a game of football in no man's land. Lee Wellings reports.
The horror of life and death fighting in World War I has been commemorated throughout this 100th anniversary year. But it's the apparent outbreak of peace and goodwill on Christmas Day 1914 that has stood out as a symbolic moment. A ceasefire in the trenches and a game of football between troops in no man's land.
It's probably the only time in any conflict, at any time in history of the world, that you had two conflicting armies lay down their arms and be friends. It was such a unique, extraordinary moment.
Reenactments have taken place across Europe, including the battlegrounds of Belgium, in Germany and across the United Kingdom. In Aldershot in southern England, the British and German armies united in football again.
You know, we have many days to commemorate this year, 100 years, beginning of World War I, 75 years, the beginning of World War II. This is the greatest event I have experienced in this year.
During a lull in fighting, and certainly before the serious fighting began, as young people do all over the world when they are in close proximity to each other and a ball is available, sport took place.
The power of the story of A Christmas Truce has been utilised by advertisers in the UK, such as supermarket chain Sainsbury's. Their moving film has been well received by some of the British public, though others question the integrity of companies attaching themselves to such a poignant event. And describing this as one football match between enemy troops appears to be a mixture of fable and fact. Letters from servicemen exist that describe some football as having taken place, but that was only a small part of an extraordinary truce.
The main things that took part in the Christmas truce were soldiers coming out into no man's land on Christmas Day, swapping food, badges, buttons, and also burying the dead from those attacks. That was a major part of it, and then repairing the trench lines.
The need for people to say thanks to those who served their country was captured when hundreds of thousands of people bought poppies for an unforgettable memorial at the Tower of London. The Christmas Truce story provides a similar opportunity for people to show understanding and empathy to those who are gone but not forgotten. New generations do want to believe and celebrate this incredible day in 1914, which provided brief respite, hope and humanity for the millions who suffered on the battlefields. Lee Wellings, Al Jazeera, London.